Hello, welcome to the new episode of Storware Academy. My name is Grzegorz Pytel, I'm a pre-sales engineer at Storware. Today, I will guide you through the process of configuration of Storware Backup and Recovery with Zadara zCompute. I will show you how to protect your virtual machines running on this environment. Before we start, I will briefly describe you my environment. So, I have my Zadara account, I'm logged in. I have my virtual machine instances listed, and I have my Storware deployment, which is a Storware running inside Zadara. Because to properly configure the backups, we need at least a Storware node running inside the cloud. But today I have a whole environment inside Zadara. So, before we start, we also need a place where we are going to store the backups. So let's jump for the backup destination for the moment. And today I will be using a local file system that is deployed together with my Storware machine. So I need to create the new backup destination. Let's say it will be file system synthetic today. Let's call it FS. We need to choose a node configuration. Right now I have only one default configuration, and I need to provide the path of my local storage, and it would be vprotect data /backups. Now I can save my configuration. I need to confirm that the file system is properly mounted. And after adding, a new task will be executed automatically. This is the backup destination initialization process. As you can see, this is a quick process. It is finished. My backup destination is added. And right now, I can start with adding a new source, which would be my Zadara environment. So let's go to the virtual environments, virtualization providers, and create the new one. We need to choose a proper technology. So at the end of the list, I can find my Zadara zCompute configuration. And now we can configure our Zadara environment to work with Storware. So the first thing we need to do is provide the URL of our resources. This is the endpoint of Zadara Cloud. We need to choose a node configuration and the transport method that will be used to run the backups. Today I'm choosing this attachment with generic incrementals because it allows us to execute full and of course incremental backups as well. We can go through the Zadara zCompute settings. By default, these settings can be left as they are. And of course we need to configure access and secret key. So give me just a second. We can save this configuration and start inventory synchronization process. After we will initiate the inventory synchronization task, it would appear in a work execution console. We can track the progress. Now we have to wait a couple of moments to it to be completed. So let's take this while. Oh, it's almost done. And after the task will be completed with a success, we can go to the instances where we will see our virtual machines discovered on the Zadara platform. The next step that we need to take is to create a backup policy. So let's go here and create new policy. Let's call it Academy. We can jump through all the available options, so we can of course make some adjustments to the configuration, but I think that one of a useful feature is our auto assignment mechanism, because this allows you to create rules based on the tags or regular expressions that would automatically assign virtual machines to the policy. Of course, we don't need to do this. We can choose VMs manually. And today I will be backing up my machine that is called LBL0S. So let's check it. And now we are going to the rules, to the default rule. Here we need to choose a backup destination that will be used for storing the backups from my environment. We can set the retention, which will be based on the number of versions or number of days to keep. For example, if you would like to use days instead of versions, then we can toggle this which limit number of versions. And we need to assign a schedules. So right now I have two schedules already created. This is a full and incremental schedule. I will assign them to this policy and save it. So right now I can start backing up my virtual machine. I can do this from this view by hitting the backup button next to the policy name, or I can go to the instances list. I can find my virtual machine and of course execute the backup only for a single machine as well. Of course, the other option is to wait for the schedules to execute the backup. So let's start. Once again, new task will appear in the work execution console, and we just need to wait for the backup to be completed. And as you can see, my backup task is completed. This is the full backup. Of course, I can run another one, which would be incremental. I can change it during executing the backup task. Or of course, like I said before, we can wait for the schedules to execute the backups as well. But what we also would like to cover today is restoring virtual machines. So let me close this wizard. And let's see the details of a virtual machine, because here we'll also see a portion of useful information, for example, like daily activity, backup statistics, restore statistics. We'll get information about where the machine is placed, about assigned tags, about the size of the last backup date, and so on. Of course, we can see available backups for this machine. We can browse the backup history, eventually the restore history if we've done some restoration. And for example, we can see the disks. If we have more than just one disk assigned to this virtual machine, we can exclude them from the backup just by checking this checkbox in the column that is called exclude from backup. And right now, let me show you the restoration process. So here we have a restore button, and for Zadara, we have two options available. So we can restore back to the virtualization provider, so the instance will be recreated to the Zadara cloud, and we can restore the raw data to the node, and of course work with them with some third-party tools. So today I will be making a full restore. So the restoration wizard appears. I can do some adjustments. For example, I can change the VM name. Let's call it restore. I can go next. Here I will see an option to connect the machine to the different network if I would like to do this. I can choose to delete the original machine if I want to replace it with a VM that I'm restoring. I can choose to power on the machine after the restoration, and I can of course choose the proper access key that would be assigned to this machine, that was the key that was discovered in my inventory. Then I can go to the summary, review my configuration, and start the restoration process. And of course, just like before, the new task will appear in a work execution console, and we need to wait for the machine to be restored. And as you can see, my restoration process is done. So let's get back to the Zadara console, to the instances. Let's refresh it. And as you can see, my machine LBL zeros underscore restore is present here right now. So it was restored back from the designed backup destination with Storware Backup and Recovery. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. I hope that you gain a great portion of technical knowledge today. I also invite you to our YouTube channel and our online documentation at docs.storware.eu. Bye.